we're waiting for the D5 to turn up so we can start ripping phase 3. It hasn't turned up yet, so the guys that are doing the footpaths have just asked us to put some stone down alongside one of the footpaths, because obviously it's quite a long way to take the stone. So I'm just going to pop over on D6, just move or strip the topsoil back off. Because if I don't do it, basically what will happen is all the stone will be put on top of the topsoil, and obviously when they come to finishing the job, there'll be like stones all over the top of it. So all I'm going to do now is just go over, like I said, go over there, strip it back down to the subsoil, and then JB then will take some topsoil down there and tip obviously where I strip. What we got to do quick. Should only take about an hour, something like that, not even an hour. Follow this guy down there. wider that way. Wouldn't it? You get a lot in there. Yeah, bloody hell, yeah. Yeah, so I'll go get the 20 tonner now. And I'll start loading Jamie up with that. And then he can tip 4 loads in there. I'll shoot back. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really want to go down here at all. Right, see you guys in a minute. Right, so as you can see, I'm on Carl's 20 tonner. So I'll just pop over to the stone pile, just adjust his seat because he's a lanky bugger. Onto no, there you go. That's a bit better. Right, let's go up the stone pile. I want to be going there. Take it from this end, and then Jamie can just reverse straight back, I think. Give Jamie a phone call in a minute. Let's get ourselves up on the pile quick, and then tell Jamie what we want. Jamie a call quick. Close to the edge. Loaded up from here. Right, so all I do now is I'll load Jamie up, and then I'll give him a call, and then yeah, I'll give him a call now. I'll tell you what, These Volvos are nice to drive as well. I just like the fact that they're so stable. They've got a lot of power as well. Super smooth as well. Such a nice machine to drive. It's nice that I'm lucky enough to be able to drive stuff like this. And it's fast as well, I'll give it that. So you'll see, if you follow me on my Instagram page, you'll see yesterday I was driving a Kubota 8-ton. I am not going to lie, this 20-tonner feels quicker than that. And that, to be fair, was quite a nice machine to drive. For an 8-tonner, I did like it. The only thing I wasn't too keen on was the cab. I wasn't keen on the cab at all, to be honest. There's a lot of things I would have changed in the cab. Was I wouldn't say it was nowhere near as nice as a Cat or something like that, but it was nice to operate though. I'd definitely give it that. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was as nice as a Cat though, and that's just my opinion. But nice hire machine. But this thing is just another level, totally. Obviously, it's a different machine, different size category as well. But I would like to try a 8-ton Volvo, see what that was like, see if there's any different. Yeah, this thing's lush. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump in the cab with Jamie, taking down the track. So I shall see you guys in a minute. So we finished the job, taking the stone over for the guys for footpaths. So now we're just in phase 3. Ripped it, obviously we subsoiled it, ripped it, regraded it, and we started topsoiling it. So hopefully today we should get this finished, and phase 3 will be all done, which is good. And then once we've done that, we've got to take the bog mats out, tidy that all up, tidy the area up, and then we can start finishing phase 2 then. So we haven't got much to do in phase 2, to be honest. We've got a little bit, yeah, only a little bit to do. So obviously same thing again, it'll just be getting it all to grade, ripping it, and then regrading it all again, and then get it all
topsoil then. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some fun on that because we had about 2 weeks of rain. Well, it was about a week and a half of rain, and the top was getting pretty wet. So what we done, we left all the levels really high. So I've got to go up there and skim it all off. So hopefully, it might be all right. Might be all right. So we'll go over there later today, hopefully, and start getting that all to grade. So we're so close to finishing. Compounds, we've only got a little bit to do in there, and then that'll be done. So yeah, that's what's happening. Get rid of all the rubbish, and that'll be a wrap on the job. Hopefully we get it done in about a week, week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. So yeah, ain't gonna be here much longer, but so that's what's happening. That's a wrap on phase 3. So literally all we've got to do now in phase 3 is do the root barrier, so that'll go along the pipeline, and then that's it then. Literally all we need to do then is take the sleepers out. So yeah, that's all we've got to do. Well, the sleepers, the bulk mats I should say, that's all we've got to do is take them out, and then obviously landscape phase 2, and then it's the same again, do the root barrier this side of the pipeline. So yeah, we are really close to finishing now, so that's what we're doing.
Like gold, you got me so wild. Dripping like gold, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. I'm out of control. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Like gold, you got me so wild. Dripping like gold, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. Dripping like gold, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen.
So
we're back on phase 2 again. Just getting the subsoil to grade. So Jamie's just stockpiling at the minute, so I'm going to stay with Carl to push all this up, get it to grade so this bit will be done, and then tonight we'll stop Jamie early and then I'll go down there, carry on pushing out what he stockpiled. Ideally we would have 2 dozers here doing this, but we haven't got that, so we have got a second dozer here, but obviously it's not equipped with GPS, so I mean, and there's only 3 of us as well, so we can't do it. So all I'm doing here is just pushing all the topsoil up to Carl, and then obviously he's just loading it straight into the dump truck then. I'm having to do this because there's just too much material for me to push. Because of the way of the contours. So obviously earlier it was flat up there, and obviously we're going into the slope now, but there isn't too much to take off as long as I keep pushing it to Carl. And the problem we got is we can't get Jamie. Ideally I wouldn't have to be doing this really, because Carl can get it within like 100-150 mil for me. We just can't get the dumper over it because it's just too wet. Like to my right here, if Jamie comes across to me now, it just sinks straight in this. It's just too wet. Obviously it's helping us expose it as well because it's getting the air to it, so that's what we want to be doing, is getting the air to it to dry it out, because it's really weird this side because it dries out so quick. Because most of the site has been similar to this, and since I've been getting it to grade, it's been drying out really nice and quickly, so it's good, because what we'll do is we've got we can get this to grade, but obviously this has got to be ripped and then regraded again, so it's going to have a bit of time to dry out even more as well once it's ripped, because when I'm ripping, Carl will probably be digging the root barrier, so that root barrier has got to go from all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom to the other end of the site, and then it's the same again the other side where I done all the topsoiling on phase 3. That's all got to be that's got to have a root barrier put in there as well. It's only to stop like newts and all that, and obviously, well, not newts, it's got to stop roots. Yeah, but it's got to be dug down like a metre, then put in and obviously backfilled. So it's going to take quite a while to do that because we've only got a 5-ton. 5-tonner. We're not allowed to use the 20 because it's going to be too close to the pipe itself, and they're concerned about the weight of the machine as well. So we're having to use a smaller, lighter excavator. So it's obviously going to take a lot longer to dig it all out. That's what's happening in the next couple of days. So tomorrow we'll probably carry on getting this subsoil to grade, because I reckon this is going to take us a couple of days to get this done. This will be definitely done by next week. see, you can see how wet it is because the dozer's actually just, the material as well is really wet. Well, you see that? It's so wet. And it's so heavy as well. I just sank then. Try and get as much as I can to cars so we don't make as much mess. That is the good thing about these dozers, because the tracks are so wide, it doesn't put that much ground pressure down, if you know what I mean. So it spreads its weight really, really well. So I'll just keep pushing this to him. It just keeps, it's horrible stuff, just keeps getting stuck to the blade. So all the dozer is it's just following the contours now. So I haven't got that much to take off there. As long as you push the top of it off, or most of the material, and put it into auto, and it does the rest for you. That's just, yeah. I think as well, to be fair, this dozer would be a lot better if it had a set of rippers on the back, because it's more extra weight on the back, so I think it would just balance the dozer out even more to be a as you can see, it is horrible stuff, so sticky. But it's doing it good anyway, because like I said before, it's just getting the air to it is the main thing. Because even the stuff I stripped off a couple of hours ago, you can see it's already dried over there. Look, it's already dry, and it was similar to that over there. So if I was to run a dump on here as well, I'd just knacker it up straight away. So just take our time, just keep pushing it to him. It's only this bit anyway. Even I'm starting to sink there.